All right, so common question is how do you get more life insurance policies sold and leads? The number one point, let's dive into it. All right, cool. So, life insurance is an extremely important product, and honestly, one of the ones that I get most passionate about when it comes to selling insurance. A lot of times people associate like life insurance with being scams and like kind of like spammy and sleazy, but honestly, when it really comes down to it and you look at what it's doing for someone and a family, it's one of the most important policies out there. And I, like I said, I really, really get passionate about it when I do it. It is not my primary focus. As you already know, my primary focus is the commercial insurance and a lot of the personal lines. And that was my main focus building up in the first couple years, to build that established foundation that has the renewal generating income and revenue. But as you know, we've grown, my attention has shifted a little bit into life insurance. And so the biggest question is like, where do you get life insurance leads? If you're a PNC agent building a PNC book, the best place to get your life insurance leads is from your own book. Like, you're sitting on a gold mine of customers. And I'm saying this for myself because it's something I need to continually do and work on, especially even with business owners. If you just ask them a simple question like, Mike, what would you do, or how would the business sustain and keep going if you weren't there? What would the wife do? What would the kids do? How long would it take for the business just to basically come to a complete standstill and not be making any money at all? So those are like tough questions to ask people and business owners, or just anybody, that's making $150,000, $250,000 and living a pretty nice life with their wife and kids. How long would your wife be able to, keep this level of lifestyle, and with the money that you have saved up and the house. Let's just say she'd probably have to sell the house, right, Mike? Or would she sell the house? Or what plan do you have in place? It's really important to just ask the question, like, what plan do you have in place, Mike, if you were to pass away for your wife? What would she do? Would she have to get a job? Would the kids, she would have to send the kids to public school instead of private school? Those are kind of things that like are tough to ask and talk about, but they're really, really important. So having life insurance and getting the right coverage in place is really important. If you have a mortgage, if you have a business, having a key man insurance, life insurance policy for your partner. Like, if, let's just say, the partner dies, how long would it take to replace somebody to the level that they're bringing value to the business and generating income to the business? So that's a big place for business owners, commercial policies, key man life insurance, and if not, just getting a life insurance policy for their wife. If the business is bringing in $500,000, they're going to need at least a $5 million policy. That's only realistically going to cover them for 10 years. So that's going to have the wife have money, enough money for 10 years. Wife or husband, depending on who's running the business and bringing in the big bucks. So life insurance, super important. Best place to get it and get leads is from your own book. You're sitting on a gold mine, and that's pretty much it. I think as long as you have it in your mind and you continually ask, it's your duty to ask as an insurance agent or broker. Like I said, one of the most important coverages out there, and it's the only tax-free money that is going to show up to you when someone passes away. When you die, there's just bills left behind, there's debt left behind, there's funeral expenses, all these different burdens that are left on your family, and you don't want those to be left over. So make sure you have those coverages in place and your family's all set and ready to go in case something does happen. So that's all I got. If you got any value from this, please drop a like. Let's get this to 100 likes. And feel free to check out chriscostantini.com if you have any questions for or consultation needs to help you get your agency going. We have a new product on there for a 5-day consultation that we will, sit with you and help you literally kind of duplicate. My goal is to actually duplicate Adelphia into another agency and basically get you up and running from day one so that you just start, crushing it, selling more policies. And you don't want to miss out on all the mistakes I mean, you do want to miss out on all the mistakes, but you don't want to have to go through those kinds of things. The learning curve is rough, and I believe that consultation really does help get you going and set you up properly to really hit the ground running. So that's all I got. Hopefully that does bring some value to you, and make sure to offer life insurance to every single customer that you believe needs it. You have to ask the dirty questions, the deep down, tricky ones that feel super uncomfortable. Mike, how many kids do you got? How old are they? How much you making? Find out how much they're making. Find out the income. Shout out to Jeff Lowe from State Farm. Find the income. How much are you bringing in? You got to ask those questions, and that way you can do your real job as an advisor, an insurance advisor, and not just go out and just run quotes and try to make commission. It's not about the commission. It's about protecting people properly and advising them, and then the policies will sell themselves. It's as simple as that. So hopefully that brings some value. Please subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys at the top. See you soon. Peace.